You know, in a galaxy filled with all kinds of terrors, there's one species that stands above the rest, not because they conquer worlds, but because they master the hunt. Today, we're going to crack open the file on the Ultimate Hunter's Toolkit. This is the Predator's Arsenal.
Now, what's so cool about their gear is that it's not really for waging war, it's for ritual. Every single piece, from the stuff that looks like it's carved from bone to those plasma cannons, it's this amazing mix of ancient tradition and super advanced science. And it's all built for just one thing: the perfect, honorable hunt.
So what exactly does the galaxy's most dangerous hunter bring to the party? All right, let's crack open the case file, and our dossier is going to start with the absolute foundation of any hunt.
Chapter 1. The Armor and Biomask. I mean, think about it. Before a hunter can even think about striking, they've got to be able to see, to breathe, and just survive. This stuff is the absolute core of why they're so superior on the field.
Yeah, don't even think of this as just a helmet. That's the first mistake. The legendary Biomask is first and foremost a life support system. It lets a Yautja breathe on any planet in any weird atmosphere, which basically makes the entire galaxy their personal hunting ground. And this is where the mask just gets insane. It's what turns the Yautja into this unstoppable tracking machine. It's so much more than just the classic heat vision. You've got different vision modes like ultraviolet. You can scan specifically for a xenomorph's electromagnetic signature. You can even track prey by their pheromones, and it translates languages, all of that before it even paints a target with that infamous 3-dot laser.
The body armor kind of follows that same idea. Less is more. It's made of some mysterious alloy that's super light but incredibly tough, and it only covers the most vital spots. And you might ask, why not cover everything? Well, it's all about one thing: mobility. A true hunter needs speed and agility, not just the ability to take a punch.
Okay, Chapter 2, The Art of Melee. Because for the Yautja, the real test, the ultimate proof of skill, is when you get up close and personal. These weapons are basically their code of honor made real, instruments for brutal one-on-one combat.
And of course, you gotta start with the Wristblades. That's the hunter's brutal, iconic calling card. For a little more reach, you've got the combi stick, which looks small but telescopes out to a nearly 3-meter-long spear. But the smart disc, now that's where you see the high-tech elegance. A self-guided, razor-sharp disc that comes back to you. And let's not forget the shuriken. These aren't small throwing stars. They're huge, foldable weapons that'll just tear a target to pieces.
All right, so that's the up-close and personal stuff. Now let's dive into the gear that gives them that incredible long-range advantage. Welcome to Chapter 3, Technological Superiority.
And this right here shows you just how adaptable they are. The plasma caster isn't some one-size-fits-all weapon. Nope. You've got the classic shoulder cannon, sure, that's the standard. But for tight spaces, like hunting in a city, there's a smaller, more compact version. And then, well, for when you just need to unleash hell, they've got a rapid-fire Gatling system. I mean, come on, that is some serious overkill. Oh, and you can't forget the net gun. This thing is just nasty. See, it's not really meant to kill, it's for trapping. It fires this net of razor wire, and the more the target struggles, the tighter the net gets, just cutting deeper and deeper. It's cruel, yeah, but man is it effective for just stopping something dead in its tracks. But here's the thing, the Yautja's arsenal isn't static. It's changed, it's evolved over the centuries they've been dropping by Earth. So Chapter 4, Arsenals of Eras, is all about how their gear adapts to the prey and, well, the time period.
So let's go way back to 841 AD. You've got this absolutely massive Yautja hunting Vikings, but his tech is surprisingly basic. No plasma caster, no wrist blades. Just this kind of crude arm prosthesis that shoots out a powerful energy wave. It makes you wonder, right? Was this guy a rookie? Or maybe some kind of disgraced hunter forced to use subpar gear to prove he still got it?
Now let's jump forward to feudal Japan in 1629. It is a completely different story. This hunter is way more slender, more elegant, and he's got a much more sophisticated arsenal to take on his shinobi prey. We're talking sharp metal claws, a vicious hook chain, a combi stick that can actually split apart, and even magnetic shrapnel bombs. Okay, this guy's a seasoned professional, no doubt about it.
Then we hit World War II, and the hunt goes airborne. There's a Yautja pilot in a ship dogfighting with planes, and the ship is armed with grappling harpoons, a massive cutting net, and plasma tentacles. But hang on, doesn't that seem like a lot of firepower for a few flimsy old planes? It kind of makes you think, maybe this gear wasn't designed for hunting people. Maybe it was for hunting something much bigger, something that flies, maybe something that breathes fire. You know, like dragons.
And that brings us to our final chapter, where we look at the two absolute extremes of the Yautja arsenal. We've got the ultimate expression of their code, and a weapon that seems to completely defy it. This is Chapter 5, Honor and Annihilation.
So, what happens when a hunter is finally beaten? When the hunt is lost and there's nowhere left to run? Well, they don't surrender. They have one final play, and it all starts with that little computer on their wrist. The self-destruct device. And look, this isn't just a last-ditch attack to take everyone out with them. It's the ultimate act of honor. A massive explosion that completely erases the hunter and all their technology from the battlefield. It's how they make sure their secrets never ever fall into unworthy hands. It is the final statement of the hunt.
And then, on the complete other end of the spectrum, you have this, the Predator Killer Armor. It's this wild nanometal suit designed to adapt to whoever is wearing it, and it's armed with enormous plasma casters and blades. The thing is, this weapon wasn't made for hunting other species. It was built to fight other Yautja. It's a tool of civil war.
Which kind of brings us to our final question, doesn't it? After digging through this whole dossier, what's the real heart of the Yautja? Is it the overwhelming power of all their crazy technology? Or is it the complex, often brutal code of honor that dictates exactly when, where, and how every single one of these weapons gets used? The hunter or the hunt? Now that's something to think about.